Hey guys, welcome you all. So in this video we are going to discuss about an interesting topic. So as you can see in the heading, why the satellites are launched on particular dates. So this is just a hobby video I can say. So I generally talk about Python and other programming related topics, but this is just an hobby video which I'm trying to make. So I have some ideas, so I want to share with you guys. So that's why I'm doing this one. So if I list some particular launches to the Mars, then you can note that they are done on a particular date. So they are not a random dates. Okay. So what makes the dates so particular? So if I take an example, Mars orbiter mission, that is MOM, which is launched by India, is launched on particular date, that is 5th November 2013. Okay, and if I take other example, that is Maven, launched by Soviet Union, so 18th November 2013. So that was the date for launching. And if I go for other example, that is ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter, launched by US, so that is 14th March 2016. Then if I take an other example, that is EDM lander, launched by China, that is 11th March 2016. So that is basically a failure. So I'm not going for that one, that is failure or successful, but I'm just interested in finding the date. So they are in either November, March or April. So what makes them so particular about dates? So that one we are going to discuss today. So this diagram shows you, like, here is sun, and it is having other uh, elements as well, that is the other planets, but I have not drawn them. So we are interested in only Mars and Earth, so that's why I have drawn Earth and then Mars. So Mars comes after Earth, so we know that one. So this is the orbit of the Earth and this is the orbit of the Mars. So as we know from our basics, though, the different planets are having different velocity of rotation around the Earth. So the one planet which is closer to the sun will be having lower speed as compared to the one planet which is far away from the sun, because of the pull, that is the magnetic pull or the gravitational pull from the sun. So if it is having a higher pull, then it will rotate slowly. So in case of Mars and Earth, the Earth will be rotating slowly as compared to the Mars, because of the gravitational pull from the sun. So by clearing this fact, now I will move ahead. Okay, so let A and A be the initial positions of the Earth and Mars. So here they are actually here. Okay, so you just assume that, and this is a probe, means actually the satellite. Okay, so they are launched in such a manner that whenever the probe reaches Mars, that is here, so it should be there should be a minimum distance between Earth and Mars. So tell me one thing, guys, what makes the communication difficult in a space? So the distance between two planets. Okay, so as the distance increases, the communication becomes very difficult in case of the outer space. So if the planets are very close to each other, then there is no problem, but if the distance between two planets increases, then it will create a problem. So what scientists are doing is, when the probe reaches Mars, they ensure that the distance between Earth and the Mars is minimum, so that there is a clear communication between the Mars and Earth. So the same problem is faced by our organization ISRO, that is the communication has lost because of the distance between, or the antenna flip made by the lander Vikram. So that is another story. So here the point is that the distance should be minimum between the Earth and the Mars. So that how I can ensure. So if I put some balls here, so this is Earth, no, this is Earth green color, and this is the Mars. Okay, so now the planets are in their position. So Earth is green, and then probe is this tiny kitty catty brown color. Then the red one is the Mars. So in time where the Earth will be moving from here to here, then at that moment the Mars will be coming from here to here. So as you can see, this is the smallest path which is possible between Earth and the Mars here. So The launch is particularly done on 5th November 2013. So it is a window of 2 months. Okay, so in 2 months you have to launch, otherwise you will be landing either here or here. So if you fall below this point, then also you will be having a greater distance, or if you go ahead of this point, then also you will be having a greater distance. So if you want to have a minimum distance between Earth and Mars, then you should launch in this 2 months window, that is from November and December. So that is the window which is present for the Mars, and it is basically depending on many criterias, like what is the year, whether it is a leap year or a normal year, then what is the planetary motions in between. So in between these two there will be some other obstacles which are present, so to avoid those also we have to change the date. So there are a number of factors, and this one is the main factor which decides the launch of the particular satellite. So in due time, when this Earth moves to this position and this Mars comes to this position, and of course the probe will be here. Okay, so here in the orbit of Mars. So at that moment, the communication will be possible between this probe and the Earth because of the shortest distance which is present. So there is no risk of losing the communication, or the mission will become successful if you apply this strategy. So that is about the Mars, why the satellites are launched on a particular date. So I hope you got some points regarding this one, and if you found this video useful, please give thumbs on, and thanks for watching. See you again in the next video.